Hello students, welcome to LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Here, myself, Mr. Jaiswal Kishan, Civil Engineering Department. We are learning all about structural analysis. Today, we are in session number 4 of stiffness method. So let's start. Now, today we are considering one more examples on beam of different category. Let's see. Now here given, find out stiffness matrix S, load vector AD minus ADL for the structure shown in figure. EA will be constant, and also we have to calculate displacement D and draw shear force and bending moment diagram. So now here you can see a different category of beam. As I am saying, because here you can see an cantilever portion is given. So how to solve this cantilever portion? Let's understand. Now you can see that A support is a fixed support, B support is a roller support, but there is no support at C. So means BC span is a cantilever. Now A to C UDL is given of 30 kN per meter, and on AB span at the center of it 120 kN point load is given. AB span is of 6 meter and BC span is of 2 meter. Both the span having unit moment of inertia. So this was the given B. First of all, let's recall how many number of unknowns. So there is only B which is having unknown. Yes, there is unknowns at C, but we will modify it, so we will be neglecting that unknowns. Now how to remove this extra UDL? So let's understand. Now here I have written modified beam. Now why I have written modified beam? Because you can see that B support have unknown moment, C support have also unknown, which is reaction and moment. So it will create more number of unknown. So to solve it simply we have modified this extra UDL in a format of point load and in the format of moment. Now this effect of beam and this effect of beam will be similar. Now here I have written converted overhanging UDL, means only UDL loading is given of 30 kN per meter and length is of given 2 meter. So now here you can see this point load and moment has been created. How this point load has came? To convert UDL into point load, we will be multiplying load into distance, which is 30 into 2, 60 kN. So 60 kN of point load. And to convert UDL into moment, load into distance by 2, which is nothing but 30 into 2 into 2 by 2, which is ultimately 60 kN into meter. So this is my moment and this is my point load, which I have placed over here. The same beam with a neglected UDL. Now how to solve? It is very easy. We are here having only single unknown, which is moment at B, which is theta B. So only one unknown. So there will be very easily kind of matrix solution. Let's see. Now here what I did, we have found out reactions and its moment due to external loading. So for point load, the formulas for reaction is W by 2 and for moments are WL by 8. So we have placed this 180. How? I will explain. And and both UDL and point load are given combined. So we have to apply both formula. Let's see first moment. So for moment, the formula is WL by 8 for point load and WL square by 12 for UDL. So how this 180 kilonewton into meter came? Let's understand. So for point load it is WL by 8 and point load is of 120. So 120 into length 6 divided by 8 plus this WL square by 12. 30 UDL multiplied by 6 its length into 6 by 12. So ultimately the summation of this will be getting 180. So at AB we will be keeping this two moment. MFAB will be negative so anti-clockwise and MFBA will be positive so clockwise. Similarly, we will sum up the formula for point load and UDL for reaction. So W by 2 for point load and WL by 2 for UDL. So 120 by 2 and 30 divided by multiply by 6 divided by 2 will be getting 150 kilonewton. So both the reaction will be upward as loads are downward. So reaction will be upward. So both are positive. Now this UDL is this moment and point load I have kept extra. So there is UDL which we have converted into reaction and moment. So it is coming downward. So equal and opposite has been applied of 60. This is going clockwise. So equal and opposite has been applied of 60 kilonewton into meter. So the effects are similar. So for this 60 has been came from this moment and this 60 kilonewton has been came from this reaction. Let's move ahead. Now our first step is to find out unknown. So for that we have to restrain the beam and apply its primary unknown. So I am having only single unknown which is moment at B. So I have applied D1. And for that the formula is, as you know, that MFAB is nothing but 4EI upon L, and at the opposite end it will be 2EI upon L. So here I am applying at B, so it will be 4EI upon L. L is nothing but 6. We have to consider of AB span length. And at the opposite end it will be half, which is nothing but 2 by 6. Its reaction will be 6EI by L square. So 6EI upon L is nothing but 6. So 6 square is 36. So 6EI by 36. Now, as you know that moment is applied clockwise, so it's both the moment will be clockwise and its reaction will be anti-clockwise. So to rotate this entire beam in the anti-clockwise, we will be applying here upward reaction, here it will be down. So this is my unknown applications which I have applied at B support. Now, to find out our primary unknown D, the formula is nothing but S inverse into AD minus ADL. Now, to find out AD and ADL, AD is nothing but my action in the actual structure. Now, I would like to remind that it is nothing but a given loading. Now, we will not looking to this given beam, we will be looking to the modified beam. Now in modified beam, we have converted this UDL into point load and moment. My unknown is moment, so we will be only considering moment. So here AD1 I have applied 60. With 60, here you can see this clockwise moment is given 60. So I applied this 60 is over here. Until now we have kept 0 because there was no extra moment was given in the beam. But as we have modified and it has been came a moment, so we have to put it. Next is nothing but ADL. ADL will be WL square by 12, which is of UDL, and WL by 8, which is due to point load. So UDL is nothing but 30 multiplied by 6 square 36 divided by 12 plus 120 into 6 upon 8. Both value will be positive, as you know at the right hand side the moments are positive. So now my value is 180. This we have found out previously only, so keep as it is. Then solve this both matrix. AD minus ADL will be getting 60 minus 180, which is nothing but minus 120. So this is my load vector AD minus ADL. Now we have to find out S inverse. So for that we will be finding out S, and how many number of unknowns are there? There is only a single unknown. So only 1 cross 1 matrix of S will be formed. So how this value has been came? It is nothing but 4 by 6. 4 by 6 is nothing but 0.67. Its inverse is very easy. 1 upon 0.67 is nothing but 1.50. So EI will be 1 upon EI. This is my S inverse. You can calculate in calculator also. But it is very easy of 1 cross 1. So we can directly find out. Now keeping this matrix and this matrix, we will be finding out our unknown D. So our unknown D will be 1.5 multiplied by 120, which is nothing but 180 in minus, because here it is minus. So we have found out our displacement D. Now to draw shear force and bending moment diagram, we have to find out AM and AR. Let's see. Now here, AM is nothing but AML plus AMD into D. D, which we have found out previously, which is 180. AMD and AML is nothing but, as you can see, AMD is due to displacement and AML is due to loading. This minus 180 and 180 has been came over here, minus 180 and plus 180. And here it is given 2 by 6 and here it is given 4 by 6. So this will be using in AMD and this two value will be using in AML. So minus 180 and 180, 2 by 6 is nothing but 0.33 and 4 by 6 is nothing but 0.67. Now we will be multiplying this matrix with this. So we will be getting minus 60 and minus 120 and then solving this with an algebraic sum. Minus 180 plus minus 160 is nothing but minus 240 and 180 plus minus 120 is nothing but 60. So this is my value for AM. Now these are my AND moments. So as you know, first is minus, so we'll be keeping it up. So 240. Second is plus, so 60. And at C, there is no moment found out, so 0. And finally connecting this entire beam. Now you have noted that we have not prepared a BMD of modified beam. We have prepared for the actual structure. So we have modified our beam for the simplicity to solve our example in a easy way. But for BMD and shear force, we have to keep in mind an actual structure and to draw as it is. So that's why we have kept over like this. Now, for AB span, only span moment will came. For BC span, there will be no span moment because there is no support at C, so there will be no span moment for BC span. For AB span, it is nothing but a combination of point load as well as a UDL. So WL square by 8 plus WL by 4. This is due to UDL and this is due to point load. The value is 315. So here peak value is 315. Now you have noted that this has been made a curve, not a triangle. Yes, for point load it will be triangle and for UDL it will be parabola. But the combined effect will be parabola only because UDL is at every meter and point load is at only center. So the effect of governing will be of UDL. So we will be making an curve kind of figure. Next is AR. So for AR, it is similar ARL plus ARD into D. This 150 and 210 reaction which we have found out earlier. Let's see. This is 150. This is also 150. But at B support there are two reactions. So we have to sum up. 150 plus 60 is nothing but 210. And there will be ARD 6 by 36 and 6 by 36. This will be minus and this will be plus. So let's see. Here minus 0.17, 6 by 36 is nothing but 0.17 and this will be plus. And as I said, 150 and 210. And D, which we have found out previously. So we will be solving these two matrix, we will be getting 30 and minus 30. And adding 150 plus 30 will be getting plus 180. 210 minus 30 will be getting 180 as well. So these are my reaction. Now here upward 180 has been came and then till here UDL is governing. So plus 180 minus 30 into 3 which is 90. So after neglecting 180 minus 90 we will be reaching to 90. Now this 120 kilonewton point load is given which will be getting straight downward. So 90 minus 120 will be getting minus 30. Then again for 3 meter it is UDL which is 30 into 3 90. So 30 again will be added to 90 which is 120. So more downward towards negative it will be moving. And then upward reaction will be counteract of support B which is 180. So minus 120 plus 180 will be getting towards 60 and then 30 multiplied by 2 will be taking towards 0. So this is how we have to draw shear force and bending moment diagram. Let's have a quick revision what we did till now. Now we have restrained our beam, we have found out primary unknown, found out AM and AR, and then drawn shear force and bending moment diagram. So first we have restrained our beam, then find out our primary unknown, then our final reactions and moments. So this is how we have to perform in our exam. We don't have to mention or give reference of the formula. That is just for your reference. For exam, you have to solve simply just like this.